What's up everybody, and thank you for joining me for another video. My name is Whack4863, but you can call me Whack. First of all, I want to say thank you to everyone who crushed the like button on my previous video, part 1 of building for the Purge. This is part 2. This is the video where I'm going to show you how to build to not get the Purge. And I want you to look at the building behind me. That building is not purgeable. Before I get into showing you how to do this, I also want to tell you that I am planning a video later on this week showing you guys places to build where you're only gonna get human purges. So if you're new to the channel, make sure that you subscribe and you hit that notifications bell so you know when I upload that video. Something else that I want to tell you about the building behind me is it's been through 4 server restarts on my dedicated server, and it has still not gotten a purge. So that's really exciting. This persists through server restarts. Now let's take a look at the building. This is not my design. This is actually a design from Shadiversity, and I'm going to link a video in the description of this video so that you can get over and check it out. He's got a lot of really cool designs. I don't think he's making Conan content anymore, but if you're looking for the floor plan for this particular building, it is in the video that I'm going to link in the description, and you can let him know that Whack4863 sent you if you head over there. Now, for those of you that have been watching my channel for a long time, you've probably seen this design before. I built it multiple times, especially on the official servers that I play on. So if you've seen my live streams or different things that I've done in the past, you've probably seen this design before. However, I built this in a way that will not get purged. I'm going to just run through this building real quick just so you can see how big it is. That's what I want to show you with this particular build. And I really was trying to push the limits, and I don't think I found the limit. I do think, however, I have found the key to not getting the purge. So let me take you over here. Now I want to take a moment to thank a couple of exceptional people from the community, both Mad Pirate Shin, who was instrumental in getting us to test the initial pillar with the foundation build after that, and then Gummy has also been amazing about testing this stuff and overwhelming me with information about what his tests show. So first of all, you guys remember the land claim area. Again, 92 pieces inside a land claim area is going to send you the purge unless you follow what I'm doing. Now you can see this over here is well over 92 pieces. That is well over 92 pieces. And then for those of you that figured this little base out already, I'm just going to spoil it right now. Let me go under the mesh right here. This is a pillar base. It's all built on pillars and it will not get purged. So, is it pillars that I built my other base on? Obviously, I ran through it. You guys can rewind the video if you want and see that it's foundations, or at least a lot of it is foundations. So, here's a foundation base. You guys remember this from the last video as well. If I just plug a couple of foundations in there, I'll show you my purge meter is full. I'm going to speed up time. I am not showing you the dedicated server, but I will show you that the purge is going to come on the server. So give it a moment. We are getting an avalanche of rock nose, and I'm going to speed it up even more to get to that point. Okay, so there you go, guys. We are getting an avalanche of rock nose, and it is coming to this base. Now, I've showed you all the other bases that are on the map. They're all in the same clan. And just so you guys can see this and you know there's no weird video editing going on, this is owned by Whack again. If I fly over here, this is owned by Whack again. And if I fly over here, this is owned by Whack again. Now I'm going to teleport to the other one because it's too far away to fly, so we'll just teleport there. For whatever reason, I always end up in the sky when I teleport here, but there you go. You can see this is built by Whack again as well. And if we open up our clan, you can see clan name whack again, okay? So nothing funky going on with building these buildings in different clans and then telling you that they don't get purged. That is not what's happening here. I'm going to show you how to not get the purge. And in order to do this, I'm going to build it. So we're going to come right out here and I'm going to explain some mechanics as I go along. However, you are not going to have access to a lot of these tools that I'm going to use in this video unless you have admin privileges. So I've figured out a way for you to know exactly what to do without having admin privileges. A couple of things that I want to make sure you understand with this build video. I am talking about building pieces that connect to the ground. So once you've built the way that I show you to build, everything else doesn't matter. If it's walls, if it's ceilings, if it's stairs, those can all go on there and not affect you getting the purge. What's important is what touches the ground. I should also probably note that this is likely not intended and may be patched in future updates. And if it does get patched, you will see outdated listed in front of this video. If it doesn't say outdated, it still works. So here's how you want to start. The first thing you want to do is place a pillar. Pick your height, place that pillar. Okay, so we're going to say right there. We're going to place a pillar right there. And then we're going to place a ceiling tile on top of it. So that is the initial start of your build. And this is super important. If you do not start with a pillar, you're going to get purged. I'm just going to tell you right off the bat, if you do not start with a pillar, you're going to get purged. So you have to start this with a pillar. Now, let me show you some of the information that we have available through the admin panel. And one of the things is going to be the building identity. So if we read along the building identity, it's going to give you a build ID, which is 1569. That's this building. It's going to give you an owner ID, 884. That is my clan owner name, which is whack again. It tells you the position where it's built, and then where you need to watch is the actor. So all the way at the end of the actor line, you see C_4. Keep that in mind for a little bit later on in the video, but what we're going to do is we're going to start placing pieces on this. Okay, we're going to use foundations, and I'm just going to build kind of a square platform because it really doesn't matter what it's going to look like. What's important at this point is that we've placed two pieces. We have a pillar and we have a ceiling. We're going to count that as two pieces. We're going to say this is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 89, 90, 91, 92. Now you guys know right now at this point I should be purge eligible. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill my purge meter and then I am going to start my purge. Now I don't have any other bases on the map that are 92 pieces or more or purge eligible. So if I'm going to get a purge here, it's going to come, but I'm going to continue to build here. I'm going to go over the 92 build pieces, and there's a reason why. Check it out. 93, 94, 95, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. If I place another foundation, what's going to happen is I'm going to get the purge. Okay? So let's look at this piece. We're going to look at the building identity. You can see it is the same building identity. At the 128th piece, what you need to do is get another ceiling tile out and get a pillar, just like that. Ceiling tile and a pillar. You cannot just do the ceiling tile, you have to do the pillar. The ceiling tile really doesn't matter except that you are going to end up needing to run over it, and it also locks in place the pillar exactly where you want it. And it all needs to snap together. So this is building spot from there to here, 128. Now from here you're going to count 1 and 2, okay, because we have a pillar and a ceiling. 1, 2, 3, 4, and repeat the process up to 128. When you get to that 128th piece, you need to place another pillar just like this. So let me show you what's going on right here. if I come down here and I go to a building identity, you can see that at the end of that list, it now says C_6. If I come all the way back here, this one should be the same. Building identity, C_6. So when you hit that 127th building piece, and you're about to place 128th, the 128th is going to change your actor. This section right here. Now, you don't have access to building identity unless you're an admin. So there's no way on an official server or say on console that you're going to be able to do this without counting the pieces. Now, it's very important that your entire build is connected, because if I go like this, if I place a piece out here like this, I decide I want this really cool wall out here around the outside of my base, and I place this piece, it's inside the land claim. What is this piece going to do for me? It is going to change the building ID again. You can see that is C_132. And if I allow this piece to sit here long enough, that singular piece, because I've hit the 92 build pieces that I need, this singular piece is going to bring me the purge. The other thing that you have to keep in mind if you're doing this is, yeah, it's super easy to count this when you're just going through and placing piece after piece after piece after piece, or you craft the exact 128 pieces that you need, or guess it would be 126 foundations, 2 pillars, and 2 ceilings, right? Really easy to go through and do it like that. But if you ever come to upgrade this base, you need to know the exact number that you ended on. So if you built, you know, if we took this out, let's say, what do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, right? We go 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. So we're at 15 pieces. I throw walls on it, the whole 9 yards. None of that stuff matters for the purge. I put wheels of pain and tortures benches and all the thralls that I want, carpets, very cool decorations. Again, none of that matters to the purge. But then I decide, oh, I want to add a platform out here for a wheel of pain, or I want to add a wall out here to keep people from bringing the giant scorpion that's over there over. I need to remember how many pieces this was. I already forgot. Do you guys remember how many pieces it was? Let's look. It's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 pieces. So I need to know when I go back to add to the base, hey, I'm at 15 pieces. If I want to keep this base from getting the purge, I start at 15 and I count up to 128. Now, if you're enjoying this content, please leave a like on this video and subscribe for future ones. Clicking the bell will notify you when I upload another video. I'm going to take you underneath this thing because, again, it's pretty big, right? I mean, this is a pretty massive base. It's got plenty of room. I've used it a ton. I've used this style quite a bit, and I just love it. You can do as many floors as you want too, so as high as you want. But I want to show you just how many pillars are actually in this particular base. So what we're going to do is we're going to ghost under it. Okay, we're underneath the mesh. This is my first pillar right here. This is the first one that I placed right there. The second one that I placed was right here. That was exactly 128 pieces from where I was before. And then this is my third pillar right here. That was another 128 pieces. So for that whole building, you're only looking at 3 pillars. And depending on how you build and the style that you build it, you can actually hide those pillars right in the middle of your base. You just need to be able to count it out and figure out exactly how you want to build the building. So allow me to summarize this real quick, and I'm going to do that while I'm showing you a purge coming to the platform base again. And we do get rock noses, avalanche of rock noses that comes to this base. So for building in order to not receive the purge. Number one, you can build your whole base on pillars. That is going to make it so that the purge doesn't see or recognize your base. Number two, you can build a mix of pillars and foundations. You have to start with a pillar and then place a ceiling on it. That way you can snap it all together. You then place 126 foundations. I like to count to 128. You know, I add the pillar and the ceiling to that, but 126 foundations. Once you have reached that, if you place another foundation, it's going to change your actor ID. If you place a ceiling and a pillar, it's going to change your actor ID. There's no way around it changing your actor ID at that point in time. So if you don't want the purge, when you hit that spot, you need to place a pillar and a ceiling on top of it, and then you can continue to place your foundations after that. Now, for those of you that are confused by this video or have questions, I will be doing a live stream tomorrow. That's Tuesday, August 18th, 2020. If you want to stop by, it's going to be at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I will answer questions and build purge things during that video. So stop by, hang out for that. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel for future purge content as well, because I've got a whole list of things that's coming to you in the next couple of weeks. Now that's all I have for this video, but the fun doesn't have to stop here. There's 2 videos coming up on the screen. You could pick one of those to watch next. I hope you've enjoyed this video as much as I've enjoyed making it. I'll catch you next time. Peace. I'd like to give a big shout out to all my YouTube members. Y'all are absolute legends. If you'd like to become a legend, there's a button below that says join. That'll give you all the details. I'd like to thank all my subscribers for their continued support, likes, comments, and general awesomeness. If you're not subscribed, you can start your free trial today and cancel at any time. Clicking the bell is highly recommended so you get notified when I upload another video.